Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am MD Wahidul Haq Talukdar, lecturer of English, Indurkani F. Korim Alim Madrasa, Indurkani Pirispur. Now I am going to start Unit 4. Are we aware? Headline is Are we aware? And lesson 1, the ferry boat. The ferry boat. You know that because of our lack of awareness, many accidents occur in ferry boat, in launches, buses, train, etc. in our daily life. But if we will conscious, then we can retain it. We can avoid this unnecessary accident. And here is a story told by a student, Jamil by name, to his class teacher in his classroom. When Jamil was in class 6, he went to a local market, in village market. There he saw many people was busy with buying and selling. And there was a river, and there was in the river there was a village boat or ferry boat to cross the river. It was not so big river, but he saw that many people, many passengers gathered on the boat. But the boatman shouted, "Stop, stop!" But they did not pay any heed to the boatman. As a result, the boat sank on the middle of the river. Though there were no casualties, that means no death, or but some people lost their goods which they collected from the bazaar. For example, oil, rice, flour, etc. It was in the sunset and the weather was very bad. The storm was blowing very fast. Then, but Jamil waited for the second trip because it was overcrowded. It was overcrowded. For this reason, he did not get on the boat. He was actually genius. He was actually a wise person. So dear students, keep in mind, whenever you cross a river with a boat, please don't get on a boat being overcrowded passengers. Don't get on a bus overcrowded passenger. Don't get on a train being overcrowded passenger. Don't get on the roof of the bus. Don't get on the roof of the rail. Because of our lack of consciousness, every year, especially in the occasion of Eid, there are lot of accident occurs because of lack of consciousness of the common people. And in that story, it is one of the incident is narrated here. Now I am going to start the text. Okay, now we are going to start Unit 4. Are we aware? Here is a question. And lesson 1, the ferry boat. Teacher is asking to his classroom, is there anybody here who has ever crossed a river by a country boat? That means teacher is asking the students, have you ever crossed any river, getting on a or being a passenger of a small boat or ferry boat? Khea nauka. I have, teacher, said Jamil. That means Jamil replied, yes. He one day got on a he had an experience about it, and I clearly remembered what happened in that journey. That means Jamil can remember of his childhood memory. Would you please tell us what happened? The teacher asked. Okay, teacher, it happened when I was in class 6. That means it was it happened. That means it was one of his childhood memories. When he was in class 6, now Jamil is in class 9. On a weekly bazaar day, you know, in the village, the hut or bazaar remain only one day or 2 days. For example, Saturday and Wednesday, or Monday and Friday. This is the rule of the village market. But in our city or town, everyday bazaar continues. People were coming back with their shopping bags and baskets in hands. That means completing their shopping, people were returning home with their bags and baskets in hands, shoulders or heads. They had to cross the river. That means they were bound to cross the river. The river was their path to go home. It was not a big river. That means the river was small. There was a ferry boat plying on the river. That means there was a hired ferry boat to cross from here to there. The boat could cross it in 80 to 10 minutes. That means the boat takes 80 to 10 minutes to cross the river. That means the river was small. It was just after sunset. That means in evening. The weather was getting bad. The weather was very cloudy or stormy because perhaps it was rainy season. The wind started blowing from the northwest. The storming wind was blowing from the northeast side. Maybe it was Kalboishaki. Black clouds were moving fast in the sky, and the whole sky was covered with a black cloud. And black cloud as the symbol of danger, of thunder, of heavy storm, of heavy rainfall. Everybody was trying to get into the boat. That means everybody was in a hurry to go fast to their home. No more, please wait, shouted the boatman, but nobody listened to him. The boatman requested not to get on the boat, being overcrowded passenger, but they did not pay any heed to the boatman. As a result, what happened? What happened then? Jamil asked Rumi. One of his classmates, Rumi, asked what happened then. With too many people on board, the boat sank in the middle of the river, replied Jamil. That means because of overcrowded passenger, the boat sank on the river, middle of the river. Oh no, what happened then? Asked the teacher. Thank God there were no casualties. That means there were no casualties. Casualties means in Bangla, ক্ষয় ক্ষতি. There was no casualties. প্রাণহানি হয়নি. All the passengers swam to the other side. That means the passengers were alive because they swam to the side. ছাত্রী পাশে চলে গেল. But some of them lost their stuff they were carrying, such as oil, salt, milk, said Jamil. But someone lost their goods bought from the local market. For example, oil, salt, milk, they lost. All were washed away with the river water. Were you on the boat? The teacher asked to Jamil. Were you on the boat at that time? No, teacher. Seeing the boat overcrowded, I waited for the next trip, replied Jamil. Jamil was lucky, was talent, was conscious, because seeing the overcrowd on the boat, he was waiting. He did not get on the boat. He waiting for second trip. You should keep in mind, dear students, that life is more valuable than time. Life is more valuable than time. So the story teach us that moral lesson. I waited for the next trip, replied Jamil. Okay, I told you. Yes, you did the right thing, Jamil. The teacher replied that, thanks, Jamil, you did the right thing. If he did not wait there, then he might also have faced a problem. So, dear students, the main theme or the main moral lesson of the passage is life is more valuable than time. You should keep in mind that life is more valuable than time. Please don't get on the roof of the bus. Don't get on the roof of the train. Don't be the overcrowded passenger of a lunch. Don't be the overcrowded passenger of a small boat or ferry boat. Please don't be the overcrowded passenger of a motorcycle. This is a lesson for us. Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.